We did not know Luke was going to be born with Down syndrome, but when we found out he was, all we wanted for him was to have a happy and healthy life just like we wanted for his sisters. He was just this innocent little baby boy who needed to be loved, and we loved him. I'm Tina Asimone, and my son Luke was born with Down syndrome.
My name is Colleen Maracia. I am the 15-to-1 special education teacher here at FM High School. I teach 2 classes of personal finance, 2 classes of English, a career development course. We work on real-world math and math that will benefit them in their future. So checkbook writing, restaurant math, computation, the real-world math. My students are no different than anybody else, but at the same time, all of my students are individuals and have the unique qualities about them. And part of my job is to hone those skills and try to figure out what skills they have that can help them in the future, as well as what skills do we need to work on. I mean, any teenager, any individual needs to be able to work on something in their lives. All of you have a lot of skills. I want you right now to write down 3 skills that you already have that an employer is going to look at you and say, Paul's the man that I want for this position. So you need to sell yourself. My students have been able to teach me far more than maybe I've even taught them. I mean, it's really quite a humbling experience when you work with individuals with disabilities, because there's so much more to that student than meets the eye.
Hi, my name is Lay. I have a disability because I've been called the L word, and it hurts, and you just feel bad down inside, and you don't know how to talk it out, and you don't know what word to say when you get called those names, and it's really not nice. I want people to like me and respect me for who I am, and don't use the R word and don't call me that. Please respect me, and I want people to care for me with my disability and be my friend.
Paul Fox Brennan. Dark word is a wrong word to use.
Gwendolyn Porter. I am a licensed social worker, and I work for a day treatment program for mental health clients. When you think you've seen it all, when you really think nothing else on this world could surprise you, you wake up and you go to work another day and you get more things that surprise you. I will never understand the capacity for humans to hurt other humans and the amount of evilness that it takes for somebody to do that. I mean, I've heard stories of people walking down the street and lit cigarette butts being thrown at them out of a car, or hot coffee being poured down them, all because they didn't fit the image of what somebody should fit to somebody else. I've heard of people being kicked out of the stores because they're too loud. I've heard stories of people quitting school because they couldn't take another day with somebody calling them the R word. It's just crazy to me, the things that'll come out of people's mouths when they literally have no idea what they're talking about.
Hi, I'm Katie Phillips.
I'm Sally.
I got bullied when I was younger.
I got called names, I got called retard, I got called puppy. I got my head stuck in a snowbank.
I'm also borderline with Asperger's. So all through my life I was called retard, and I didn't like that word.
I look up to my brother.
Why?
Because he spent time with me, and we go for coffee and we talk and gets update. Plus I look up to my friend Candy.
In school I was bullied. I had food put over my head because I was different. I was always put in special ed. I was pushed down, beaten up, put in lockers, and just because I was put in special ed.
My friend is Parker. We met several years ago, and ever since then he's taken a liking to me and vice versa. I've spent plenty of time with him, both at school and at summer camp. I go to Camp Iroquois, which is the same one he goes to, and he's in the same group as I because it is done by grade. And he'll come over and sit next to me and we'll talk. Occasionally when he's not in there, I'll just sit there, wait until the bell rings, but when he comes in, it's a good time because although it requires patience, if you listen, they have a lot to say.
Crowded hallways are the loneliest places for outcasts and rebels, or anyone who just dares to be different. And you've been trying for so long to find out where your place is, but in their narrow minds there's no room for anyone who dares to do something different. Oh, but listen for a minute. Trust the one who's been where you are, wishing all it was sticks and stones. Those words cut deep, but they don't mean you're all alone, and you're not invisible. Hear me out. There's so much more to life than what you're feeling now. Someday you'll look back on all these days, and all this pain is gonna be invisible.
We thought it was very odd that people would apologize when we would say our son had Down syndrome, because we thought we were very blessed because he was very healthy.
My students that have the disabilities that people recognize and they try to understand them. And so by doing that, they understand that they shouldn't use the R word towards my students. What I'd like to see them do is not use the R word toward other students.
That goodness really can overcome evil when I see these people's ability to really guard and really shut every bad thing out, every bad word, every bullying incident, and really reach whatever quality of life that they want.
I'm glad everyone was there tonight with my home. I love my life. I love my life.
I love Matt. I love my life.
I love my life.
I love my life.
I look, I love where I am. There's so much more to this life.